There was a lot of makeup launched in the year 2024 and not all of it was good, okay? But in today's video, I'm going over the top 10 best makeup products of 2024. All of these products were launched in 2024 and I had the privilege of testing hundreds of makeup products in 2024 and I genuinely bring you the best of the best today. So let's get into it. This product took the internet by storm. There was some controversy around this product. This is the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Foundation. And Huda is such a genius when it comes to marketing her makeup. She did one half of her face with the Easy Blur and the other half without, and it literally looked like she was wearing a filter to the point where people were accusing her of lying. I actually did a really in-depth review on this foundation. I did a wear test and everything. I will link it in the description and I'll put it on the screen if you want to check it out. But I do have to say this product lives up to the hype. This was a tough one for me because I was kind of between two foundations. The new Fenty Beauty Luminous Foundation was definitely a contender, but the reason I chose this one over that one was because I can literally tell when someone is wearing this foundation when I see them in person. There's something just so blurred and filter-like when I see people wearing this foundation. It's kind of weird, but I tried it myself and experienced it myself. I really love this foundation, and I don't even really like foundations. I'm more of a skin tint kind of girl, but anyways, this one is beautiful. Definitely one of the best foundations to come from 2024. This packaging got a little bit of heat online. Some people were saying that it was cheap, but to be honest, I have no problem with the packaging, but I go over all this in depth in my review video. For reference, I wear the shade Cashew in this foundation. We all know contour can have some issues. It can make you look too dead if it's too cool. It can be too orangey and make you look just unnatural, or it can be really patchy and really obvious that you're wearing makeup. This contour stick has absolutely none of those issues. This one is by Dior. This is their Skin Contour Sculpt Stick. This is a high-end brand, so this one is a little bit more pricey, but let me tell you why I love this contour. First of all, I wear the shade Light and I find this to be the perfect color if you have fair skin. This is not too cool, it's not too orange, it's very natural and gives your face and features a very defined look. It really makes you look like your natural face structure is just accentuated. I also find this product to be quite long wearing. Once I blend it out into my skin, which it blends very easily, it stays put. It doesn't slip and slide around, which I've had some of those issues with other cream contour products. Once you blend this out, it stays right in place. It also gives a really beautiful skin-like finish. It's not too matte, not too dewy. Overall, this is just a really great contour product in my opinion. Moving on to blush, I'm pretty sure none of you are going to be surprised to hear that I thought the RHODE Pocket Blushes was one of the best cream blush launches of 2024. I actually also did a in-depth review on these. I swatched every single shade. If you want to see what they look like, I'll link the video down below. I'll put it up on the screen so you can check it out if you want. I'm also going to have all the products that I'm talking about today listed down in the description so you can find the link to them really easily. But anyways, about this blush, I personally loved the shade range. I thought the colors were so pretty, and this formula is so unique to me. You can just dot it on your cheeks and it truly just melts into your skin so easily. It gives the skin a very glowy, dewy, fresh, plumped sort of finish. You could even blend these out with your fingers if you wanted to. They're that buttery smooth. I just think Hailey really killed it with this launch. Obviously they performed really well, but in my opinion, for a good reason. My favorite shade these days is Sleepy Girl. It's just this mauve-y, super soft, almost a little bit berryish blush. To me, this is the cool girl blush of the year. It is so pretty, and I didn't think I would like this blush that much until I saw it on my skin, and I was just like, wow. Love it. If I had to give one critique to this product, the packaging isn't my favorite. Okay, so people made a huge deal about this packaging. Hailey got kind of roasted for it on a few different accounts. But for me, I don't mind too much. It's just like a little bulky to be called a pocket blush. Like, I think I would have preferred the packaging to be a little bit smaller and more compact. But other than that, this is a smash hit. Of course, I had to include a powder blush as well because I am a blush connoisseur. I cannot live without it. This is the Kosas Blush is Life Baked Blush, and let me tell you, these are gorgeous. This is the powder blush formula that I have been dreaming of. These come in a ton of different shades, and I truly think everyone is gonna find a shade that looks flattering on them. But also, these are so pretty to look at. I love the kind of marbling effect on the blush itself. A little bit of this blush goes a very long way, so I like to pick up the tiniest bit of this blush on my brush, and then I disperse it across both cheeks just to not over apply. This blush gives a soft, airy, like matte finish on the cheeks. It's almost like a blurring effect. My favorite shades are Blissed, Butterflies, Hype, and Thrill. But in today's video, I'm using the shade Adrenaline. I thought it'd be really nice to pair on top of that RHODE blush. And before we move on, how cute is this packaging? I just think it's so adorable. It's very Kosas. And then obviously you open it up and you get to see your beautiful blush inside. I'm a big fan of these. I truly think they're the best blush to be launched in 2024. Moving on to setting powder, it's another one of those things that can really just ruin your entire makeup look if you're not careful, especially on the delicate under eyes. If you apply a powder that's too heavy, you're gonna have a ton of creasing. It's gonna look crepey and dry. Same with on the face. If it's not like matte and effective enough, your face is just gonna look greasy in a matter of minutes, and it's not gonna keep you looking matte and fresh and prolong the wear of your makeup. So I found a good one. This is the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Soft Blur Setting Powder, and I use the shade Fair Pink. The way I like to apply this powder is I like to dump a little bit of it into the cap, and then I take the puff and just push it into the palm of my hand to push the powder into the puff, removing any excess, and then I go in and set the areas of my face that need it. This powder is good for the under eyes, it's good for all over the face. I really find it keeps my makeup in place and lasts all day long. I don't find that it settles into my fine lines and creases, which is one of my #1 concerns when it comes to setting powder. Honestly, for me, the top 3 things I look for in a setting powder is, will it make my makeup last all day long? Will it keep me looking matte? Second one is it going to settle into my fine lines and wrinkles? And the third one is it going to feel comfortable on my skin, or is my skin gonna feel tight after I apply this powder? And for me, this Makeup by Mario powder really just checks all the boxes. I like that it gives me a little bit of extra coverage as well. I don't mind that at all. If you're looking for a good setting powder, I definitely recommend this one. Let's talk about eyeshadow palettes, shall we? I feel very passionate that this launch is the best to come from 2024. Not only because I've used this palette literally every day since I got it pretty much, and the formula is just so good. I love the colors. This is the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes, the Neutrals edition. If you like neutral eyeshadow looks, if you like matte eyeshadows and you do not have this eyeshadow palette, what are you doing? You are missing out. I really don't need any other palette for every day. I like to just take a mixture of the light browns and swirl them in my crease just to define my eye shape, and then I'll go in with the light cream colored eyeshadow, which personally, as someone with fair skin, I really love that it actually has a brightening effect on my lids, because since I'm so pale, it can be hard to find a shadow that's light enough to give me that effect that I want. But another thing I love about this palette is I can actually use it as eyeliner. I love to use the dark brown as a shadow liner. The black works really great as well. But your eyes are pretty much done after that. This is really all you need. When I go traveling, this is really the only palette I take with me, and some of you might be saying, well, what about shimmers? Honestly, I feel like there are a ton of really good one and done eyeshadows out there. I'll pop 1 or 2 of those in my makeup bag if I want to put a little bit of shimmer on top. But truly, as a girl who just loves neutral eyeshadows and more natural looking makeup, this palette gets the job done most of the time. I want to talk about the best mascara that came out this year. Mascara is another one of those things. It's so weird to me because it seems like mascara wouldn't make that big of a difference in your makeup look, but it really does. I've noticed when I go back and forth testing mascaras, I'll find one that I really like and use it for like a week, and then I'll switch to something else, and I will really notice a change in the way I feel about my makeup. So a good mascara is really important. What I look for in a mascara is long wearing, holds a curl, does not clump, makes my lashes look long, but also a little bit volumized, okay? Those are my main things. And this L'Oreal Panorama Mascara checks all of those boxes for me. This is a drugstore mascara, so it's definitely more of an affordable option. I don't usually like to spend a lot of money on mascaras because I just don't see the difference between a drugstore mascara and a high-end mascara. Most of my drugstore mascaras work better than the high-end mascaras that I've tried, and this is no exception to that. I mean, look how long my lashes look. This is after 2 coats. I focus more of the second coat on the outer corner. I mean, you can see the difference in my lashes when I apply it on one side versus the other. It gives me quite a noticeable dramatic effect. And the thing I love about this mascara is that it will stay like this till the end of the day. One thing I will say is this mascara is slightly harder to remove than other mascaras because of its long wearing properties, but it's not too hard to remove that you're like scrubbing your eyes and it's inconvenient. So if you haven't tried this mascara yet, let me know. If you have tried it, let me know if you like it. Moving on to lips, dry, crusty, flaky lips are just something I want to leave in 2024, but there have been some really good lip balms to come out this year. Although this isn't a new launch from 2024, this flavor, this scent, I never know what to say, came out in 2024 and it's so good. This is the Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment in the shade Creme Brulee. And I'm gonna be real honest with you guys right now, she is missing in action because I take her everywhere and I can't find her. So I have these two with me and I'm just gonna talk about these a little bit because I am also very passionate about lip balms. I think there have been a lot to come out in 2024 and most of them just aren't that great. I'm just gonna be real, most of them aren't gonna fix really hyper dry lips like mine. I have a bad habit of biting my lips. I am dehydrated, so my lips are always dry, very dry. And so I reach for these ones, usually the creme brulee one, because it smells so good. I literally want to eat it. And one thing I want to say about these is the pigment amount on these, it's not too much. I was nervous to try the creme brulee or even this pink one here because I was like, is it going to be too tinted? I don't like anything too tinted. These are perfect. You can wear them on top of any lip combo. It's not too much. It'll give you a little kiss of color, but nothing crazy, and it'll really deeply hydrate your lips throughout the day. So obviously creme brulee is my favorite, but I really love this one, I Heart Me by Neen Bing. This is, I believe, just their strawberry shade with some gold shimmers in it. It's really pretty. And also I have their classic. This is a citrusy, bright, fresh sort of scent. Also smells delicious. Love this one too. I am obsessed with lip liner and I have tried so many lip liners, and to be honest with you, I typically go for a high-end lip liner, but I found an affordable lip liner that is literally so good, outperforms a lot of my high-end lip liners. I'm talking about none other than the Maybelline Lifter liners. I have a ton of shades in these and I just love them so much. These are my favorite shades right here. I have the shade On It, which is a very nice cool tone brown, which has been trending all of this year. I have the shade Ringleader, which is like a soft pink. It kind of gives me Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk vibes, but way cheaper. And then I have the shade Bake Lift, which is kind of more similar to Whirl. It's a little bit more red, but it's a little bit of a deeper liner, like a Your Lips But Better sort of vibe. What I love about these liners is how long they wear. You can go out eating, you can go out drinking. Your lip liner is gonna stay in place. Your lipstick will definitely wear off before this lip liner does. And I always find that when the lip liner fades off, the entire lip look just looks super weird and unnatural, especially for me because I'm always overlining my lips and giving my lips more of a fuller appearance. So if one spot of the lip liner wears off, it looks weird. So I don't have this problem with these lip liners. And an issue you can run into with the long wearing lip liners is they can feel really dry and heavy, but these are so creamy and they feel good on the lips. I just really think Maybelline crushed it with this launch. This year, I actually created my own makeup products and launched my brand, Cheris Cosmetics, and I created this beautiful water gloss formula. I know I'm biased, but what kind of brand owner would I be if I didn't think my own products were some of the best launches in 2024? I poured my heart and soul into this lip gloss. I'm a huge lip gloss connoisseur, but I wanted this to be a little bit different than what we've seen on the market, and a lot of the feedback that I've got has been, I've never tried anything quite like this before, which is like the biggest compliment for me. So obviously I made this formula from scratch and I knew I wanted it to be hyper reflective. So like a thin sheet of glass on the lips, or kind of like that wet effect. When you apply this to the lips, it's not sticky at all. It's very light and it actually has a bit of a cooling sensation, like a cool glass of water for your lips. It smooths out all the little fine lines in your lips, which for me is big because I actually have pretty deep lines in my lips, but this lip gloss really plumps them and makes my lips look smooth and full without any uncomfortable burning sensation, which a lot of other lip products with plumping properties tend to do. I also designed this product with a silicone tip so that it's a bit more hygienic. And I don't know about you guys, but I can't stand when I get a new tube of gloss and it has that white doe foot applicator and it takes one time just applying it over my lip combo and the applicator is all stained and mucked up and gross looking, and then the color of the gloss on the inside gets all cloudy and gross, and it's just, I hate it. So with my gloss, I wanted to do something different, something that wouldn't pick up as much of the lip combo underneath. You could just apply it, and then if there is anything stuck to the wand after applying it, you can literally just take a makeup wipe and wipe it off and it is perfectly clean. You can put it back in your lip gloss. It stays the same color. It doesn't get all messed up. If you want to support my channel or support me, this is such a great way to do it. I genuinely appreciate each and every one of you who has made a purchase from Charis Cosmetics. It means a lot and it makes me so happy to hear all of the positive feedback from this product. Everyone has been loving it. So if you want to try yours, I will link it down below. I am so Snoopy, you guys. What products do you think were the best to come out of the year 2024? Leave them down in the comment section below. I read every single comment and I reply to pretty much every single one of you, so I'll meet you in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out a lot. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. Most of you watching are not subscribed to this channel and it takes 2 seconds. Please, it really would mean so much to me. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, you guys. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I will see you in the next one.